Hi, this is Laura Turner, and today I'm going to talk with you about how to conduct a writing workshop. Today I'm going to give you some general tips for things that I have seen that work in workshops. I've worked in several different genres in workshops and observed. But for your specific workshop, you're going to want to, of course, make this more specific. My first point about conducting a writing workshop is that you should encourage students to bring in work to every workshop. What it feels like to me whenever I go to a workshop and I'm not the one who has a presentation that day or who is bringing work that day, I feel as though I'm just waiting for a deadline to write. So encourage your students to bring in new work even if they are not the ones who are going to be focused on in that particular writing session. Take time out of your schedule, if you can, to read that work and respond to it even though you're not actually seeing it in class. Secondly, require students to run off their own copies of other students' work before the workshop. Or require, if you're doing a workshop, with just adults in a setting that's not academic, require them to take their own money and time to run off these copies because for the person who is actually up and is going to read their work, if it's very long, it sort of feels like punishment to be going in a workshop when really it should feel as though you're coming and people are going to give you a response. This will also help the people in your workshop to read the work before they come to the class, which I think is extremely important. I've been involved in workshops where people do not read the work before class, and it sort of creates comments that come on that work that are sort of just very non-specific because they've only heard the work read. They haven't actually looked at it themselves. Next, require the students to read the writing aloud and sort of mark where it feels awkward or where they heard awkwardness in it, and also where it feels spot on, where it feels good. Require students to give both good and bad feedback on work. Make sure that not all of their feedback is going to be negative, because it's very easy in writing workshops to get involved in the sort of let's find the problems, sort of feeling. I think that every bit of writing has its own merit in one way or another, so make it a requirement to start with a good comment followed by criticism. Those are just some ways to conduct your writing workshop and make it flow a little smoothly.